Hi, here's a video about working on a car in a storage unit. This video is not advice, and I'm mainly sharing my experience. I own a 2009 Toyota Corolla. The head gasket went. Unfortunately, I was able to fix the car by replacing the head gasket. Since the head had to come off, the timing chain, sprocket, and the guides were replaced as well. Sadly, a couple of mistakes were made, but I was able to get everything right. First came the storage unit. I needed to know the dimensions of my car. Instead of measuring the size, I just got the dimensions off the internet. Around 15 feet long and a little over 5 feet wide. I had to be able to open all four doors, the hood, and the trunk. Space between the engine bay and the front door had to be at least 3 or 4, maybe 4 feet, since I could work on the car with the door closed. A 10 foot by 20 foot minimum. As you can see here, I rented a 10 by 30 foot, nice but a little overkill. Can you and should you work on a car in a storage unit? No and no. Almost all self-storage facilities will not allow you to work on a vehicle. There are exceptions. Some places have workshops that will allow it. These workshops are extremely rare and can be expensive, but they do exist. If you are caught working on your car, your rental contract will be voided and you will have to vacate the unit immediately. However, storage facilities will allow you to take the vehicle off property, make your repairs, and then store the vehicle in your unit. Leakage of coolant and antifreeze and other vehicle fluids is a no-no. Things to consider if you decide to take the risk. Location. You want to be as far away from the office as possible. This is due you don't want the staff going by your unit as least as possible. Can you do the job? This is extremely important. If you're unsure or inexperienced, it may be easier and cheaper to have a professional fix your car. Do you have the tools and parts needed? $200, $300, $400 a month is a long time to wait for a part. I had almost everything before starting. Is there a bathroom or premises close by? Extremely important. Lighting and storage in a unit is horrible if it exists. Consider getting a battery operated system and a small light. In Florida, it gets hot in the storage unit, even after sundown. A bath towel for wiping your face and head works wonders. Also, you may want to consider getting a fan. I have a Ryobi because I have Ryobi batteries. You will need 2 batteries because they do not last long. It is inevitable that you are going to spill oil and coolant if you do any kind of work on a car. You want to protect the floor. Only thing worse than cleaning oil and coolant off the floor is getting charged for it. Safety equipment. A phone in case you get injured. Jack stands. Can't see it real well. There's one jack stand. And if you're going to jack up your motor, you may want to consider getting 2 pieces of 2x6 to jack up your motor, because if the jack is overextended, that makes it very dangerous. When can you work on your car? Never. I repaired mine when the office was closed. Mornings were usually the best. Our facility would open at 6 a.m. and I would be done before 8 a.m., an hour before the office opened. At night, I would wait at least an hour after closing, about 7 p.m., and would work till 10 p.m. when the facility closed. When I worked, I kept the door almost closed. I got caught. I was almost done. It was night, around 8:30 p.m. There was a new manager. Now they were a little more strict enforcing the rules. People that were living in the units now couldn't. My door was wide open, cool night, and as the management team was doing their sweep, I was there. They were upset, but they allowed me to finish. My contract was not voided, nor did I have to leave, but I seriously doubt that I'll be able to to stay once my rent is due. Would I do it again? Yes and no. Most likely we'll find a workshop or someplace to rent. I did find a car dealer that would rent me a space for $300 a month, but it was a little shady. Most likely we'll rent a U-Haul truck with a car trailer and work on my car off property. Minor things like belts, plugs, coils, brakes, I do that on the side of the road. Jobs like rear main, transmission repair, heater cores, and other jobs that disable the car for hours. I want to be able to move the car or have a safe place. Conclusion, once again, this is not advice or how to do a video. What I did was stupid and risky, but definitely desperate. Thank you and God bless.